So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on blocks in the top left-hand corner and go to the blocks editor. Then, and then you can click on design to toggle back to the designer. So I'm going to go ahead and click blocks here, and that gets us to the blocks editor. And if I need to go back, I can click design. All right, so it just toggles back and forth. So on the left-hand side, you will see two sets of blocks, the built-in ones, which have the colors on them, and the components that you added, which don't have the colors on them. All right. Now, to learn what each block does, you can actually hover over the block. All right, so it's pretty sweet. It's pretty easy to find out. So for example, if I went to a color and I hover over this red and I wait a second, it says choose a color from the palette. Right, so it's able, so if I click on this and I click inside of it, I can choose any color inside of here from the palette. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and look for each of these blocks and find out what they actually do. All right, let me help you out with the first one here, this one. So you see how it's red? So we're gonna go to the red color here. Here's the red color, and that's where we can find this block. Right, so sorry if you're colorblind. You'll just have to do a little bit more searching with the red and green and blue. I'm sorry about that. So as you can see, if I hover over here, I can see exactly what the block does. If I hover over to this one, I can also see what the block does. So it's pretty easy and pretty intuitive in a certain sense. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna say the location that it's in, and you're gonna give a little description of what it does. There are quite a few blocks here, but the key ones are these two at the end. And let's go over those right now just to make sure you kind of understand them. So we have two things. We have direction labels set font size to 18, and we have from direction labels get the font size. All right, let's see if we can figure out the difference. So I'm gonna go to the direction label and I'm gonna see where font size is. So we have this block, which is this block. And we have this block, which is this block. This block has a set next to it. That means it's going to actually change the font size. This block does not have a set, it has get. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to ask the whole entire app, what is the font size of direction label? All right, so the first one sets it, and the second one gets it, all right? So I hope you kind of understand what that is, because we're gonna be using those two blocks a lot, the set blocks and the get blocks.